Well, we're here with Joe Redfield, Angels prospect, playing here with the Inland Empire 66ers in Low A California League. Joe, just I want to start kind of with your junior season at San Houston. What kind of went on that year that you feel propelled you towards the top of the draft?
It was really just developing a more sophisticated approach at the plate and learning my swing and how I need to stay consistent at the plate. There's definitely some luck involved with staying consistent, like getting a couple hits to boost your confidence here and there. But other than that, I just tried to not do too much and just trust my swing and all the work I put into the offseason.
And fourth round, what was draft day like for you?
Draft day was incredible, man. I had my whole family there, a bunch of friends come over, and we were all just hanging out. Got the call, and obviously it's life-changing news. So there's not really too many words that I can say to really try to bring it to life, but it was incredible.
Were the Angels one of the teams you thought was monitoring you? Were there other teams you felt were monitoring you at all?
Yeah, I had touched base with most of the teams. I didn't know the Angels were interested in me that high, so I had spoken with a few other teams, and the Angels kind of just came out of nowhere. So it was a happy surprise for sure.
Now, draft day out of the way, you head to Arizona. Kind of played a couple games down there, I think, right? And then you head up to Washington, Tri-City. I know it was limited time. You kind of bunked your head a little bit. What was that experience like? I know it was a short period of time, but being able to get a taste of maybe talent to a depth level that you've probably never seen before.
Yeah, for sure. It's definitely the next caliber of pitching, at least, for sure. And that's the one big difference I noticed was the consistency of pitching. And obviously there's some struggle with that, but I think last fall, with the limited amount of playing time I got, just due to injury, I still reaped a lot of benefits from it, just kind of getting my foot in and seeing what pro ball is going to look like. So, it helped me base my training around specific different areas in this offseason to prepare myself for this year.
This guy knows how to lead into a question. What did you work on over the offseason?
Yeah, over the offseason.
Actually, let's start instructs and then into the winter, because instructs is always a really strong period to work on a few things, and you're within a game environment to a degree. But then obviously winter, to some degree, you're by yourself. I'm assuming, maybe a few handful of guys. But what was that the last 5-6 months kind of like when it came to developing your skills and working on specific things? And if you don't mind, can I ask what specific things?
Yeah, over instructs, I really took more about playing defense in the outfield from it, just with little footwork thing, timing things, and Andy, our double A manager, he works with me a lot during instructs about getting all of that ironed out. And then over the break, I worked a lot on just dominating like my part of the zone that I feel most comfortable hitting. And so, I would set up the tee middle and just hit the back of the net 10 times in a row. And branch off of that, I worked a lot with recognizing left-handed pitching, like off-speed, like differentiating fastball from off-speed. So really dug deep into my mechanical change, hitting lefties compared to righties.
That makes sense. And something that was brought up, and I feel like it was something that was brought up to me by a different prospect analyst, and it's something I just kind of saw. I didn't see it, he saw it. When it came to swing plane, was there anything that you worked on in particular when it came to swing plane at all?
Not really. I know I've got a really flat swing plane, and there's some coaches that like a little bit more elevated swing plane. I'm comfortable with how flat mine is. I think home runs should be accidents. That's how I believe. You try to hit line drives, and home runs just come if your barrel drops a little bit. So.
And comfort's the name of the game too. So being able to find that comfort in the box and just being able to go out and play your game, I'm assuming just has to help everything, right?
Absolutely, yeah, no, for sure. And our coaches have done a great job of just working with me on what I like and what they see I can work on. So there's definitely a balance, and it ultimately comes down to me, what I feel comfortable with. And our coaching staff has done a great job of just working with me to try to propel me to the next level.
Boy, and we're only 2-3 weeks out of spring training, but just the last 2 months for you. What has it been like? I know we're here in California now, like we said, Inland Empire 66ers here in the California League in San Bernardino, California. But what has the last 2 months kind of been for you?
Last 2 months has been a lot of fun, just getting to reconnect with everyone I met last year, obviously, and it's also been a period of extreme growth, just getting back at spring training. Like, that's where you find what your swing's going to look like for the year. So, you're working on a lot of different things, just little tweaks and stuff with your swing, and you're supposed to have it all ironed out by the time you get here. So, I mean, I hadn't had that much great information thrown at me at once, and I kind of had to get it all worked together. And I figured out a way to do that, and I had a lot of help from our hitting coaches in spring training, and I'm feeling super confident going into this year. So.
And one last thing, you said your parents flew into town yesterday?
They did, yeah.
Yeah, how's that going? So it's I don't even know what day it is. It's April 15, 16, somewhere.
Yeah.
So is this the first time they've seen you play pro ball?
This is the first time in person they've seen me play.
Are they here tonight?
They are here tonight.
Awesome.
Yes.
That's great.
That's going to be awesome.
Real pleasure. Once again, Joe Redfield, Angels Prospect, here in San Bernardino, California with the Inland Empire 66ers.